CTKaraoke, the gaming channel.
Welcome YouTubers, it is vlogging day. So you're seeing that title, My Failures. What could this be about? You're not a failure, Corey. Indeed, I'm not a failure. Nobody is a failure. Nobody is a failure. But I've done many projects that were failures. That's not to say I think I'm a bad person for doing these. I've taken a lot of chances trying new things, obviously, as you can see on this YouTube channel that's been around for 5 years. I've taken a lot of chances, but some projects just simply didn't go anywhere. And so I wanted to explain today those projects and why I was able to, you know, overcome many of these obstacles. Let's start with the first one, the video one. Oh my god, this one already makes me angry. My old videos were in 480i upscaled to 720p. That alone is a failure on its own because the games look like complete crap in every single way, and I couldn't do anything at the time. I had an adapted game bridge. That was my first capture card. It could only do 480i. Then when I moved over to the HD PVR Rocket, I didn't have an HD TV, so I couldn't record in HD up until 2013. So like a good year and a half, I had to basically deal with 480i. Not exactly the best way to start off a brand new channel, right? Because CTKaraoke 2 was supposed to be the brand new channel. This wasn't the best way to do it. Then there was also the Just Dance and Dance Central videos where like I would record routines and I would replay them so much, like all the time, that I would end up forgetting the moves midway, like right there, and I'd be like, what am I supposed to do now? Now I have to restart because I don't remember this move, and I don't remember this move, and I would do that again and again and again. If you wonder why it takes me like 2 to 3 hours, this is why. Or how about my old Rock Band videos where I literally, my setup, I didn't have a Blue Yeti or anything of a boom mic. I didn't have a good quality camera. This is how I recorded my videos. I put 2 mics together and I sang like this. And because of that, most people really couldn't hear me sing that well. It was like, I was like slurring the words a lot, and I think that was mainly just because I was accommodating to Rock Band rather than like fully performing, which that I have now overcome because now I do fully sing and I got a mic stand too. My old vlogs, I think the only thing I probably kept about them was the quirky awkwardness. That's the only thing I've kept. Everything else was just like, what? Like the topics were so all over the place. I think I made one about Chris Hansen, and then I made another one about Scarlett Johansson, and it was like, what do these things have to do with what I'm doing now? Even the Scarlett Johansson one, I think I was talking about how like incredibly hot she was. It's like, but I'm gay. This has no relation to what I do. And it's things like that. I felt like I was making all these vlogs for the sake of viewership and not like genuine stuff. And that's kind of why I took several years to come back into vlogging, because I need to restructure what kind of vlogs I wanted to do. Oh, the covers. There were so many covers that never went finished. There was a Goof Troop cover. I was supposed to make a Goof Troop cover with like 2 other people, and they never sent me their vocals. So that went nowhere. There was also a Space Oddity collab cover that was supposed to be done and never went anywhere. I also tried to record a good Riddance cover, and I remember I actually being in this very room and having like a guitar there. Even though I don't know how to play guitar, I would like do the I would do what Ali and AG did in their old videos, where they would literally like sit there strumming like this even though they're not playing the guitar. I would do that for good Riddance, and I would sing the cover, and it was like, this is probably the most generic, like, acoustic, like, so take the photographs. Yeah, you see why these projects never go anywhere? And there's also the massive amount of unfinished rhythm game recordings where I recorded Just Dance, Dance Central, Rock Band, Guitar Hero, KR, and none of these videos ever went anywhere. They may have been recorded, but they weren't edited, and they may have been edited, but they weren't rendered or put up online. So I tend to have a lot of ideas that just simply never came to be, and the reason I don't put those old songs or those old videos up is simply because, you know, the nature of the channel is shifting, and it's probably not going to be the same 6 months from now or even a year from now. Things change all the time, and so it doesn't make sense to keep old videos that represent a time when I really didn't have the clear vision that I do now. Oh, Song of the Week. This is your Song of the Week. God, I still remember that. So I used to make on my old vlogs the Song of the Week, and I even sang the harmonies to that too. It actually should be renamed, What Rock Band 3 DLC Did I Like That Very Week? Because that's really what it was. I would play a Rock Band song, and I would love it so much that I was like, hey, let's put that as the Song of the Week. What exactly could I describe about this song in like a minute? And I still think that was one of like the worst decisions I made for vlogging. But one of the biggest and hardest ones for me was the Let's Plays. Those I am deeming completely a failure because those simply just didn't go anywhere. I did them for a year and a half, and the problem was everything I was doing was way different from what you were seeing. I was only doing like 1 to 3 videos of that game. And on top of that, the games weren't very well known, and they were games that people weren't searching for. And then the audio just wasn't that great. The audio issues just went unfixed for many years. It was just many of these things that I realized I'm putting all this extra time into Let's Plays that simply aren't going anywhere. And that led into the streaming. So streaming has become a success for me. So I don't want to say like that stuff went to waste. Eventually did move over in its way to something bigger. There's also the collabs. The collabs, half of them really never went anywhere. Some of them I liked. Some of them I liked. If they had any relevance to what I was doing, like the cosplaying and comic books and the geek culture and like stuff like that, I could do collabs with. The problem was I didn't meet a whole lot of people that were into that stuff. And many times whenever I went to like YouTube meetups, I was the only gamer like doing gaming, and I was doing a specific type of rhythm gaming, so people didn't understand what I was doing. And I felt like those collabs just simply never went anywhere. I would say only half of them did, because they had relevance to the channel and relevance to other people's channels, but many of them just simply didn't go anywhere because there's just no connection. And those are some of my failures, but those failures have led into something bigger. They've led into me figuring out the type of content I wanted to do, and I still do that content to this very day, and I don't feel like it's a failure to take chances. You're not a failure if you ever try new things. Never be afraid to do that. Many times I took these chances because I wanted to be the first one to try to do it and see if it would work for me. But many of these things didn't, but there were things that did work for me. The streaming, the rhythm game videos, the vlogs, you know, the singing game stuff. There's still a lot of things that I think are a success, and I will continue to grow on them. And that's what I want you to remember. Failures will come and go, but you don't grow if you don't take chances and you don't fail at least at something. That's one thing I've learned. You have to be able to fail at something to be able to grow. And it sounds weird, right? Why would people say that? But it's true. You have to be able to willing to take chances at trying new things that aren't always going to work out to truly see what potential you have. Remember that. Remember that. Always take chances and try. And try. Never be afraid to go for the biggest thing you could possibly do. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed this vlog. I do videos every Wednesday alongside rhythm game videos. They switch up every week just as much as these vlogs. I will see you guys on next week's vlog. Have a good day.